Welcome all. Welcome to Steve's Garage. I want to just let you guys know that I'm out here today and getting ready to winterize the equipment I have out here before it rusts. I was enlightened yesterday by a fellow YouTuber by the name of Thank You, The Wrecking Yard, for reminding me to come out here and do this. I'm going to be using like a penetrating oil on it. What it is it's a product by LPS, and it works pretty well. It's a filmless penetrant protectant. It helps protect without it dries to a thin film where no dust can collect on it, no dirt. So in the spring you don't even have to wipe it off, you just use it. So and with that I want to let you know that my wife's been after me for a while to show the world this ramp system I built for the van, being that she has MS, and every time we go somewhere, a lot of times a senior or somebody that's got a handicap member of the family comes up, wants to know where I got that from, how much I paid, and so on and so forth. But if the medical industry was to lower their costs for people that can afford these things, it would be better. To get a handicap ramp, if you ever priced any of them, they can be mighty expensive. Handicap utility van, very expensive. What I got is a 2010 Town & Country. Got it new, but it has the stow and go seating. And I didn't want to tear the van up any, so I come up with a system that works really well for me. Going out and even trying to buy a ramp, an aluminum ramp, for these people that need it, like my wife with these debilitating diseases, it would drain you dry, your bank account dry. So I come up with this solution that works best for me. My wife's been after me to do this for some time now, so throughout the video I'll somehow go out there this damp, cold, rainy day and open it up for you. Now that that's all finished with all the lubricating, I just want to say that if anybody wants a detailed description and kind of measurements on this ramp utility for the van, I'll gladly come up with a video with some measurements and tell you how exactly I did it. But for the cost that I built it for, maybe I've got maybe 150 bucks in it. So just in the ramp. But I do have a turning seat in the passenger side to help my wife in and out of the van. Now that was highly expensive. I tried to find a used one, on our friendly neighborhood Craigslist or eBay or anywhere, but I couldn't find one for the passenger side of the van. So I ended up having to go to a health medical supply company out here. I'm not going to mention any names, I don't want to advertise, but they're all basically the same price. I'll be honest with you, for my investigating on this thing, they pay $3,000 for this unit straight out from the company. They sell it to us for $6,000, then they charge another $2,000 to install it. This is ridiculous, but we needed it, so they had our hands tied, so we had to go that way. It has to be installed by a qualified installer by the company. So that's how they get you. But believe me, if you can find one out there, install them yourself. If you're handy, mechanically inclined, you can do them yourself, no problem. So they get you there. And I'll show you that chair too. It matches the van real well, but we're happy with it. It helps my back, and it helps my wife getting out of the van. It's kind of windy out there, so I'm going to kind of make this quick because of all the noise on the camera. So yeah, here we go. This is a 2010 Town & Country with the stow and go seating. As you know, the seats go down into the floor of the minivan, and I didn't want to destroy any of it. So what I did was I made this platform out of 3/4 inch plywood, and it's a double base. What I did was back here, I kind of gave it a, if you can see that down there, but I gave it a elevation. There's just 2 plates, one here and one here, and the ramp pulls out. I made it from some diamond plate aluminum with some angle aluminum, and I riveted it to make it really strong, put an edge on the front. I carpeted it to kind of match the van, and it's really easy to work. Anyway, and by the way, this one here, I built this to handle just those little scooters, those 3-wheel scooters, and to make it easy. Ugh. See, my back is already giving me trouble. It just slides right in there, and I made this little lip here with the favorite handyman's tool, duct tape, because I am no seamstress. And then I got a little clamp here to clamp down the scooter to keep it from rolling forward, but it is locked in place and it doesn't go anywhere. It stays pretty stable. I made that little lip to protect the bumper. Whenever that ramp is done, I didn't want to screw up the bumper in any way. The seat is a seat. I'm not going to mention the brand because they're not paying me. And what you do with the seat is it comes, let me bring it in for you. It's a slow process, but when you got a person that's in need of this chair, safety comes first. And it works pretty well, all by a push of a button. It's very simple. And like I said, all it is they take out the other seat and they bolt this one to the existing bolt holes to the frame, and then it's ran off of 12 volt. It's got its own fuse, and it's just a simple in and out process. They've got them both for both passenger side and driver side. I wish this seat was able to recline more for my wife because she'd be more comfortable sitting in it, but it doesn't. I tried to look at the seat and see if I could make some improvements on it, and needless to say, I'll show you why I couldn't. But it goes all the way down to where she can drive her scooter right up into it, onto the side of it, and I can help her in and out. Like I said, why I couldn't have it reclined is because of this metal plate back here. And then you got what else is there? As it goes up, I'll show you. Let me get this thing back in there. I'll be back with you in just a second. And this is how the seat compacts back. The bad thing about this is the minivan had a console, and I had to take that console out and see what I mean about this back brace right here. This would have to be cut, and there's a metal bar in there. There's a metal bar inside here that have to be cut to bring this down so it can recline, which might interfere with the integrity of the seat. But I come up with this little homemade console here. You know, just made it out of a plastic tub and some wood and some vinyl, just to keep garbage in, you know, cell phone, whatever. But other than that, okay, Diane, I hope you're happy. I did this for you, and I'll see you later. Alright, and with that, I'd like to say hope all is well, and may all have a good night. But also, one more thing, if anybody does want me to come up with some measurements or diagrams for this minivan, I would be more than happy to do so. Have a good night, guys.